Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 12th September 2024. In this video, I'm going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. Before generation of these reports, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So at our channel homepage, you click on the tab posts. Some of you may be seeing instead of post, you may be seeing community tab. So whichever the tab you see, you click on the tab, the last tab, and then you get access to the post about our free training program. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into the playlist supply demand zone price action course. So for 25 lessons are available, and from all these 25 lessons we have released 65 videos. So you need to start your training from lesson 1.1. For that you need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are available in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen our skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So from the video description, please join in the Telegram channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video or any other important updates, we will provide at the Telegram channel. Now let's get into the report generation with the help of NeoStock software. Okay, the first report we are going to generate, finding the stocks near demand and supply zones starting from half yearly time frame. During this process, daily and 75 minutes time frame, we will also identify high liquidity zones, which is having which is having more than 80% success rate so far, especially for the last 1 year data. Okay, let me start with the half yearly time frame. Let us find the stocks near half yearly demand zone. One stock is filtered near to the half yearly demand zone. I will be giving you only few seconds time to watch the report. That's why each report you need to pause the video. Once you complete your study, you can further proceed. In case if you doesn't know how to understand this report, I request you complete the training lesson 21.1, that is part 1 of lesson 21. There I have explained each and every column, their values, abbreviations, everything in detail. Okay, next report for half yearly time frame. Let us find the stocks near half yearly supply zone. So one stock is filtered near to the half yearly supply zone. The next time frame is quarterly. Let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. One stock is filtered near to the quarterly demand zone. Next, for quarterly time frame, let us find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. 3 stocks are filtered near to the quarterly supply zone. So next time frame is monthly. Let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. So one stock is filtered near to the monthly demand zone. So next, for monthly time frame, let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. 2 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. 9 stocks are filtered near to the weekly demand zone. Next, for weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. 9 stocks are filtered near to the weekly supply zone. Next time frame is daily. So entry time frame daily, Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. Two stocks are filtered and one high liquidity zone is available here. So ABB is a high liquidity daily demand zone, having already tested 3 times and 5 rejections also there from the zone. If you can fine tune up to you can find a fresh fine tuned 5-minute zone, not normal 5-minute zone, a fine tuned 5-minute zone, then you can plan a trade. If you don't know what is fine tuned 5-minute zone, you need to complete lesson 16. There we have discussed about fine tuned zones. If you can find a fresh fine-tuned 5-minute zone, you can plan a trade, or if multi-tested 5-minute zone is there, maybe it could be high liquidity zone. At your own risk, you can plan a trade until the zone is violated. Okay, so this is about daily zones, demand zones. Next, for daily time frame, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. 9 stocks are filtered. And let us identify high liquidity supply zones from this list. So Balram Chini is having a high liquidity supply zone, fresh zone. So you need to look for a fresh fine-tuned 5-minute zone, otherwise the zone might be violated. You have one more, India Mart. India Mart already we discussed in yesterday's HLQ analysis video. Next one, Nestle India. Nestle India is having a high liquidity zone, already tested 2 times and 4 rejections from the zone. If you can find a fine-tuned 5-minute zone, you can plan a trade. And also Nestle is also having high liquidity daily demand zone also. So you may get opportunities in either side if there are a fresh fine-tuned zones. You need to look for opportunities either side only if the stocks are having high liquidity demand and supply zones. Alone you cannot look for opportunities on either side. So these are the high liquidity zones. 3 high liquidity supply zones are identified from this list. Next time frame is 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. 10 stocks are filtered. Next, for 125 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. 12 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is 75 minutes. So entry time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. 11 stocks are filtered. Let us identify any high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone from this list. We don't have any high liquidity demand zones from this list. From 75 minutes time frame, we don't have any high liquidity demand zones. Okay, next for 75 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 75 minutes supply zone. So we got around 16 stocks. Let's look for high liquidity supply zones. IRCTC is having a high liquidity supply zone, already tested 4 times and 4 rejections. If you can find a fresh fine-tuned 5-minute zone or any high liquidity 5-minute zone, you can plan the trades. And then we have PFC is also there. Power Finance Corporation, already tested once. You need to look for a fresh fine-tuned 5-minute zone. And the Titan is already pierced, so it is not a valid zone. So that's it. So total we have identified 2 high liquidity, 75-minute supply zones from this list. Third one is invalid. Okay, this is about high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frames. So next time frame is 25 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. 9 stocks are filtered. Next, for 25 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 25 minutes supply zone. 2 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is 15 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. 12 stocks are filtered. Let's verify any of these 12 stocks are having ITF confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. So here we have 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone. I'm enabling the filter. Let's verify. Now the list is come down to 3. In these 3 stocks, demand zones are having confluence with 75 minute zone. Okay. Next, for 15 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 15 minute supply zone. 3 stocks are filtered. Out of these 3, 2 stocks are already pierced. You can't use. Let us check if Bank of Baroda is having any zone confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. So 15 minutes, 75 minutes supply zone confluence. I'm enabling the filter. Now let's filter. Now both are invalid zones. They are pierced. So we don't have. So the next time frame is 5 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. 8 stocks are filtered. Let us verify any of these 8 stocks are having a confluence with 15 minutes time frame. So 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone confluence I'm enabling. Now let's filter. These 2 stocks are having a confluence with 15 minutes time frame. Okay. So the next supply zone, for 5 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 5 minutes supply zone. 6 stocks are filtered. Let us verify how many of these 6 stocks are having 15 minutes supply zone confluence. 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. So I'm enabling 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone confluence. Now let's filter. So these 3 stocks are having supply zone confluence. Okay, this is about stocks near demand and supply zones. Now let us identify NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. Let's start with NIFTY. Nifty 50, and let us generate the supply demand zone starting from monthly time frame until 5 minutes time frame. So selected the time frame as monthly. I am generating a monthly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Okay, always look into the zone column for finding the high liquidity zones, if any. And look into the pierced column so that you can identify the zones which are pierced and not pierced. If pierced count more than 0 means the zone is pierced. Otherwise 0 means the zone is not pierced. Also look into the LTF time frame trend, whichever the time frame you select. For example, monthly we selected. So LTF trend is nothing but monthly trend. One time frame higher, that is a quarterly trend. One more time frame higher, that is a yearly trend. This is the way you can understand for the remaining reports. So you need to pause for each report you need to pause and you need to study. After that you can proceed. Okay, and the next time frame is weekly. I am generating weekly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is daily, generating daily supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is 125 minutes. I am generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is 75 minutes. I am generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is 25 minutes. I am generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 15 minutes, generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 5 minutes. I am generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. So this is about NIFTY supply demand zone chain. So next we will generate a BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Changing the name as Nifty Bank. And let's start with monthly time frame. I am generating monthly supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next time frame is weekly. I am generating weekly supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next time frame is daily. I am generating daily supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. Next time frame is 125 minutes. I am generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. The next time frame is 75 minutes. I am generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. The next time frame is 25 minutes. I am generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. The next time frame is 15 minutes. I am generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. The next time frame is 5 minutes. I am generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. So this is about BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. With this we have completed both NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. So the next set of reports we are going to generate based on the monthly, weekly, daily and hourly income trade, bullish and bearish trade setups. So first let's start with the bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame is daily, entry zone is a demand zone, in bullish or bearish trade setup at daily time frame, I am selecting the value bullish. The daily demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, daily time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. That indicates pierced count should be 0. Pierced count 0 means zone is not pierced. Next, zone achievement is a violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to daily demand zone. Now let's filter. So this is the filter list. Let me scroll the list down. So 24 stocks are filtered, and all these 24 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. Now let's verify how many of these 24 stocks are having a zone confluence with ITF time frame. That is a daily is the entry time frame. So daily and weekly demand zone confluence. So daily zone should be part of the weekly zone. That is what zone confluence. So in the demand zone confluence, the daily demand zone with the weekly demand zone, I am enabling the filter. Now let's verify. 12 stocks are filtered. So all these 12 stocks, the daily zones are part of the weekly zones. That is ITF zones. Always in bullish trade setup, ITF trend should be uptrend. So in all these 12 stocks, if any of the stocks are having weekly EMA confluence, that is even more high probability trade setup. So for that, I am going to add EMA filter. In EMA confluence, weekly time frame, let us check weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. I enable the filter. Let's verify. Now 8 stocks are filtered, and in these 8 stocks, they are supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and the daily zones are part of the weekly zones. That is ITF zone confluence, and all those weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence. So this is the way we got 8 stocks. Now let's look for another set of reports, that is LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence. First I have to remove this weekly EMA filter. Now monthly zones, we want monthly zones having weekly and daily zones. That is what LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. So already we selected daily demand zone with weekly demand zone enabled. Next, daily demand zone with monthly demand zone also I am enabling, and weekly demand zone and monthly demand zone confluence also I am enabling. That means daily zone is part of the weekly, and daily and weekly together is part of the monthly zone confluence. Now let me filter the stocks. Only 2 stocks are filtered. These 2 stocks are having a LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. That means daily and weekly together part of the monthly zone. Now let's verify, because the trend, both the stocks HTF trend, that means monthly trend is uptrend. If monthly EMA confluence is there, if any of these stocks, that is a high probability trade setup. So I am adding EMA confluence filter in monthly time frame, monthly demand zone with monthly EMA confluence. Only GNFC is having monthly EMA confluence. See, that's why this zone is already tested 3 times. And this zone is a daily zone only, but it is part of the weekly, daily and weekly together again part of the monthly. And also it is a high liquidity zone. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame is daily, entry zone should be supply zone in bullish or bearish trade setup at entry time frame daily. I am selecting bearish. The daily supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in daily time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated, opposing zone. Minimum order enhancer score is 12. And all the three filters are applied to daily supply zone. Let's filter. So currently we don't have any bearish trade setup, monthly income trade stocks. So next let us look for bullish trade setup, weekly income trade. In weekly income trade, entry time frame is 75 minutes. So entry zone is a demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes time frame, I am selecting bullish. 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count in 75 minutes time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is a violated, opposing zone. Minimum order enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 75 minutes demand zone. Now let's filter. So this is the filtered list. So I'm scrolling the list down. So total 20 stocks are filtered. All these 20 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now let's verify how many of these 20 stocks are having ITF confluence. ITF is daily. LTF is 75. So 75 minute zone should be part of the daily zone. That is what zone confluence. So in the demand zone confluence, I am checking 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone. I am enabling the filter. Now let's verify. So out of the 20, 12 stocks are having 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. And out of these 20, they are supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. And 75 minute zone is part of the daily zone, that is zone confluence. And also the daily trend is uptrend. If we look for, because the 75 minute zone is part of daily, if the daily zone is having daily EMA confluence, it is even more high probability trade setup. So I am going back, and in the EMA confluence in daily time frame, if daily demand zone is having daily EMA confluence, enable the filter. Let's verify. So from 12, 8 stocks are filtered. And in all these 8 stocks, daily EMA confluence is also there for daily zone. And 75 minute zone is part of the daily zone. And all these stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now one more combination we will verify, that is LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence. That means 75 and daily zone should be part of the weekly zones. First let me remove this EMA filter. Now let's verify the LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence. Already we selected 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone. Next 75 minutes demand zone with weekly demand zone I am enabling. And daily demand zone with weekly demand zone also I am enabling. Now it supports LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Let's verify. We got 3 stocks. All the 3 stocks are having a bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, and the 75 minutes entry zone is part of the daily zone, both together again part of the weekly zone. If these zones are having weekly EMA confluence, except the first one, remaining stocks, weekly EMA confluence is there, it is a high probability setup. Because EMA confluence trend should always be either uptrend bullish or downtrend bearish, but should not be sideways. Sideways, EMA confluence doesn't give any additional advantage. So let us check in second and third any zones are available. In EMA confluence in weekly time frame, I am checking a weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. Let's verify. One stock is filtered, but the trend is sideways, so EMA confluence doesn't give any additional advantage. So without EMA, previous 3 stocks we have to refer. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame is 75 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes, I am selecting bearish. the 75-minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count in 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. And zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 75 minute supply zone. We got only one stock. Sale already tested 3 times, 6 rejections. This is a high liquidity zone. Okay, now let's verify this is having any ITF confluence. The supply zone confluence, that is 75 minute supply zone with the daily supply zone. I am enabling the filter. No, it's not having any ITF confluence. Fine. Next, let us look for bullish trade setup for daily income trade. For daily income trade, entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone is demand zone. For bullish trade setup, in bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes, I am selecting bullish. The 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, at 15 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone violation, violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. And all the 3 filters are applied to 15 minutes demand zone. So 11 stocks are filtered. These 11 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Now let's verify any of these zones are having a ITF confluence, that is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. So in the demand zone confluence, I am enabling the filter 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone. Now let's filter. So out of 11, 8 stocks are part of the 75 minute zone. 15 minute zones are part of 75. And 75 minutes ITF trend is uptrend. Let us check if any of these stocks are having a 75 minute zones are having a daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence at 75 minutes zones, we are checking 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Only one stock is filtered. Probably this could be a high probability trade setup. Okay. Next, let us look for another combination by removing EMA filter. Let's verify LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence, demand zone confluence. Already we enabled 15 minutes with 75 is enabled. Now 15 minutes demand zone with daily also I am enabling. 75 and daily also I am enabling. Now we look for LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence. 3 stocks are filtered. Out of these 3, first 2 are indices. Let's verify any of these zones. Anyway, sideways trend is there. We can ignore. EMA confluence. Only first one you can verify, that is anyway indices. I am not giving importance at present. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for daily income trade. So entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes time frame, I am selecting the value bearish. And the 15 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, 15 minutes time frame, minimum value is 0, maximum value is 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 15 minute supply zone. And we got 5 stocks. All these 5 stocks are currently supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Now let's verify if any of these zones are having a ITF zone confluence, that is 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. Excuse me. So 15 minutes supply zone with 75 minutes supply zone, I enabled the filter. Let's verify. So for these 4 stocks are having ITF confluence. That means all the supply zones, 15-minute supply zones are part of the 75-minute supply zones. Let's verify that because 75-minute trend is a downtrend. Let's verify if any of these 75-minute zones are having daily EMA confluence. In the EMA confluence at 75 minutes time frame, looking for 75-minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. So none of the zones are having, no issues. Now let us look for how many stocks are having LTF, ITF, HTF zone confluence. I removed the EMA filter. In the supply zone, 15 minutes and 75 is already enabled. Now 15 minutes and daily supply zone confluence I am enabling. 75 supply zone and daily supply zone confluence I am enabling. Now let's verify. 3 stocks are filtered. I am not looking for daily EMA confluence because the daily trend in all the 3 stocks are sideways. So that means the 15-minute zone is part of a 75-minute zone, and 15 and 75 minutes together is again part of the daily zone. That is what daily zone confluence. That is LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Okay, and next let us look for bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is a demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup 5 minutes, I am selecting bullish. The 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count in the 5 minutes, I am setting minimum value as 0, maximum value as 0. And zone achievement should be violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhanced score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5 minutes demand zone. Now let's verify. So 17 stocks are filtered. All these 17 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Now let's verify how many of these stocks are having a ITF confluence. That means 5-minute zone should be part of 15-minute zone. So in the demand zone confluence, 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone I am enabling. Let's verify. Now 13 stocks are filtered. In all these 13 stocks, the 5-minute zones are part of the 15-minute zone. 15 minutes trend is uptrend. Remember, in this combination, if any of the zones are violated, immediately trend will be changed to sideways and your trend change horizon will be enabled. That should happen on this 15-minute zone without creation of a new 15-minute zone. You have to remember the conditions. I already explained these exceptional scenarios in our training lesson 25.2. Okay, now let's verify out of these 13, any of the 15-minute zones are having daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence, in the 15 minutes time frame, I am checking for 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Only one stock is having. VEDL is having a high liquidity zone. RR is also good. Okay. Next, LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. First I need to remove this EMA filter. Now let's look for 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minute zone confluence. So in the demand zone confluence, 5 minutes demand zone with 15 is already enabled. Next 5 minutes demand zone with 75. I selected the filter. 15 minutes demand zone with 75. I enabled the filter. With all the 3 filters, we found 6 stocks. In all these 6 stocks, 5 minute zone is part of 15 minute zone. 5 minutes and 15 minutes together again part of the 75 minute zone. Let's verify how many of these stocks are having 75 minute zone confluence. EMA confluence, I'm sorry, not zone, EMA confluence. So in the 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. So none of the stocks are having daily confluence. Okay, fine. Next, let us look for bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. So entry time frame 5 minutes, entry zone, supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. And if this is a 5-minute supply zones should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in the 5 minutes time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value I am setting 0. Zone achievement should be violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. And all the 3 filters are applied to 5-minute supply zone. 2 stocks are filtered. And these 2 stocks are currently supporting hourly income trade, bearish trade setup. Let's verify how many of these stocks are having confluence with the ITF time frame. That means 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. So enable 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone. Let's verify. So both the stocks are having a supply zone confluence. First one, Astral, is not having any RR, but this is a pierced demand zone. So the next demand zone, if RR is there, you can plan a trade because it is a high liquidity zone. This is also high liquidity. Or if the zones are violated, probably you can look for trend change origin setup. If any retracement immediately, you may get good trade opportunity. Okay, next, let us look for EMA confluence, if any of those 15-minute zones are having. So in the EMA confluence, 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Sorry, I should select, 15 minute supply zone, daily EMA confluence, no stocks. So let's look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. I am removing this EMA filter. In the supply zone, already 5 minute supply zone, 15 minute supply zone enabled. Next 5 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone, enable the filter. And 15 minutes and 75 filter also I selected. Now let's verify. LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Astral is having LTF, ITF, HTF. That means 5 minute zone is part of 15 minute zone. 5 minutes and 15 minutes together is again part of 75 minute zone. Okay, this is about bullish and bearish trade setup reports for all the income trades. Next, in the final report, let's verify the stop buffers based on daily ATR. First 17 in this list are indices, that includes all sectorial indices. Remaining all are equity stocks. But these equity stock selection is based on the stocks listed in F&O. What I do, I keep on scrolling the list down. Any of the stock you want to refer, there you please pause the video. Okay, I am scrolling the list down. So this is the end of the report. Hope this information will be useful to you for our further study and analysis. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.